My name is Arrows, and months ago we attempted to take on Pokemon Competitive VGC. However, time restraints did not allow me to put in the effort that I wanted to. Now I have the free time to grind the Pokemon Competitive ranked scene. Get ready, friends, as we travel on the road to the Masterball rank. Welcome to Road to Master Ball. Welcome everybody to Season 2 of Road to Master Ball. Last season, at the end of Series 10, we decided to jump back into Pokemon Competitive VGC. Using a team that we put together, we were able to come out hard and come out swinging with an impressive 10-1 go to make it to the Great Ball rank. Now heading forward, we are heading into a Series 11 format where Dynamaxing has returned to the game. What will we do? What will our team look like to combat this new threat? And can we go farther than the Great Ball tier that we landed on last time? Find out on Series 2 of... Welcome to Season 2 of Road to Master Ball, you guys. I am Arrows Gaming, but you already knew that. It is with a 1, not an I. Welcome. So, the Season 2 of Road to Master Ball is taking place in Series 11. And what does that mean for you guys? What that means is Dynamaxing is back on the table. That changes a lot of things. A lot of Pokemon that weren't overly good in Series 10 are now going to be good again in Series 11, and we are going to try and mess around with a old school tried and true favorite. I don't know if we're going to have the same amount of luck that we did at the start of this season. This one might be more of a grind because Dynamaxing is back in the equation. It means we have to be really careful with what we fake out and how we make our plays. So being careful about what we need to fake out is the biggest change here for Road to Master Ball, because Dynamaxing is back on the table. In Series 10 with Incineroar, it was super easy just to fake out the biggest threat, which was fine. It stopped them from attacking us for that turn, gave us an extra turn to do stuff. It usually followed up with a knockout by Zacian. This is going to be a little bit different this time, because whenever you use fake out, if the Pokemon is Dynamaxed, you're not going to get that flinching effect, which means you've essentially wasted a turn. So you're going to have to be really, really careful, and it's going to open up a lot of different plays for us. I don't know if this is the team we're going to take through the whole thing. It will be something that we might have to change out later on. I am working on a couple of other things that I want to try as well, but we will definitely get going on stuff like that later on down the road. The important thing is to get us as far into it as we can. We're starting this right at the beginning of the month this time. We're going to have the full month to get through and get to Master Ball and start getting some rank. We ended off in Great Ball last time because we started way too late. This time we're doing things a little bit differently. We're playing all the way through. Each episode will end when we hit a different rank or when we can't find any battles. That was a huge issue we ran into last time. I'm going to do my best to record all of this stuff at night so we can constantly be finding people to fight. And I'm really excited for this Season 2 in Series 11. And we're also going to be taking a weekend out to do the online competition, the gym challenge. I've got some spicy stuff I want to do for that. So hopefully we'll get to show you guys that down the road. Yeah, let's just get in and show you the team we're taking for Series 11. Let's go. Alrighty, and as you can see, not much has changed from the team, but we are still going to hop in and we are going to talk about what we got for you guys this time around. So, the biggest change we're making here is this. Regigigas and Weezing. Now, ideally, I would like to have a Kanto Weezing, but I don't have a Kanto Weezing. The reason we want a Kanto Weezing is because it loses the Fairy type, which means its only weakness would be to Ground and Psychic. But unfortunately, we have a Galarian Weezing to start, which means we do have that additional metal weakness. It will be something we'll have to keep in mind as we progress in this season, seeing as how prevalent attackers could be with metal type moves. But as of right now, I'm not overly worried about it. It hasn't, in testing last week, it didn't come up that much, the fairy type weakness, so we will see the metal type weakness, so we will see how that goes. We got Black Sludge. It's essentially leftovers for poison types. It'll damage any other type that is attached to, but we're not attaching to any other type. We're going to have a poison type for it all around. Neutralizing Gas is the big combo here. Neutralizing Gas shuts off all abilities in battle, and they will not be triggered until Galarian Weezing leaves the field. Now, Kanto Weezing also has this ability as well, but what it does is it shuts off, stops us from getting intimidated. It stops weather teams from setting up weather. It stops Lightning Rod Pokemon should that come up. It stops a lot, and it lets us really come in and hopefully do whatever we want. The move pool is really simple. Sludge Bomb is our only attacking move because we need to keep, we'll essentially run into an issue where we can't really taunt, or we can't really protect, and we can't really Will-O-Wisp anymore. So we need something to put up some extra damage. Sludge Bomb is the go-to for this. Protect, the whole point of Galarian Weezing is to keep Galarian Weezing alive. We want to keep Galarian Weezing alive as long as possible, so our combo piece with it can do what we need it to do. Will-O-Wisp cripples strong attackers. That'll hurt this set a lot. And Taunt keeps us out of the range of Trick Room. Trick Room is a big thing. Trick Room will hurt this team a lot because we are so speedy. So we've got that covered with Taunt. If we can stop them from setting up Trick Room even for a couple of turns, and then we can make some plays for sure. Then going down next, we have the combo piece with the Galarian Weezing, Regigigas. This thing is a monstrosity with how we're playing it. So we have a Life Orb, item to be held by Pokemon, boost power of moves, but cost some HP on each hit. Regigigas. Its ability is Slow Start. For 5 turns, the Pokemon's attack and speed stats are halved. Now you think, Arrows, that's really bad. Why are we playing this? Because Galarian Weezing is going to turn off Slow Start, which means we're going to send this thing out, and it's going to be fast, it's going to hit hard, and we're going to Dynamax it, and we're going to do damage with it. This is our primary Dynamax target of choice. Regigigas, when he gets Dynamaxed, he's insane what he can do. Like, the amount of knockouts we've taken in practice, the amount of stuff we've done with this in practice is fantastic. I'm really, really excited to get this out on the ranked again and see what we can do with it. Moves are pretty much up to your choice. We're using Ice Punch and High Horsepower because it will hit for good damage on everything that doesn't resist it. But we have Giga Impact. This is where, like, Regigigas wasn't good in Series 10 because Dynamaxing wasn't a thing. So our biggest stab move is Giga Impact, but when you're not Dynamaxed, you can't use it repeatedly. It's not an issue when you Dynamax because it's going to turn into Max Strike. You're going to be hitting for massive damage, dropping speeds. Really good stuff coming out of Regigigas this time around. I'm really excited to use this guy again. And then the rest of the team pretty much stays the same from what we were playing in the first season, because it's just really good. Choice Specs, Regieleki just does stuff. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. It just does stuff. Choice Spec Thunderbolt is dangerous. Choice Spec Electro Web can be dangerous. Choice Spec Volt Switch does damage and gets me out of the active spot. It's insane. Protect is just on here just in case. We will rarely use it unless it's going to keep us from losing the game. We won't be using Protect when we bring this thing. Urshifu, we're still sticking with the Rapid Striker because, in my opinion, of the two, it is the better one. Choice Scarf because we want to be big speedy boys. This would probably be my second Dynamax of choice, I believe. Regieleki could be used as one as well, but he won't get the boosts from the choice item. I mean, Urshifu won't either, but Regieleki's choice item is literally causing him to do massive damage, whereas Urshifu's is just making us speedy boys. I mean, we're plenty fast on our own with a 322 speed. Well, cut whatever down to level 50 is. Unseen Fist gets through Protect, gets through King's Shield, gets through Baneful Bunker, gets through Detect, gets through all those goodies that will stop us any other time. Pretty much. And the moveset has not changed much. Aqua Jet gets us those sweet knockouts on things that are faster than us but heavily damaged. Protect keeps us alive. Surging Strikes is, in my opinion, 10 times better than Wicked Blow. Yes, Wicked Blow will do more damage, but Surging Strikes is so much better for breaking substitutes and breaking Focus Sash while still doing damage really, really good. And Close Combat, there's not really another fighting move to put on here besides Close Combat. So same old, same old. Incineroar, doing the same things we've been doing with Incineroar. Citrus Berry, restore the HP. Intimidate, lowering the attack stat. This is going to be a little bit more trickier to use now because we're gonna have to pick our fake out targets very carefully, because we don't want to fake out something that's going to Dynamax, because then we've just essentially wasted our fake out and we're still eating 2 potential attacks. So there's going to be a lot more thought process going into when we play the Incineroar, when we fake out, and when we opt for a parting shot instead to get the Incineroar out of the active spot potentially. So pretty much the same moveset, but just a different outlook on how we're going to use it going forward. And of course, Zacian. I will not lie to you guys. Zacian. I will not lie to you guys. I fell in love with Zacian in season 1. This is so freaking good. Zacian is such a strong Pokemon. He comes out, he gets his boost, and then he just goes nuts. He just goes nuts. He just does his thing. He comes in, he takes you down. If I get a Swords Dance off, I get a Swords Dance off. If not, I'm still hitting for a lot of damage. So we have the Rusted Sword to put him into Crown mode, because we want Behemoth Blade over Iron Head, obviously. And then Intrepid Sword boosts the attack stat. Can't go wrong with that. Like 412 speed or whatever that is, level 50. We're just going to come out and hit hard. The moveset has stayed the same. I have used this in Max Raid Battle, so he only has 5 of his 15 Iron Heads. But all around, the same thing we've always been doing. Like, play rough. Play rough and Iron Head, or play rough and Behemoth Blade when we're crowned. Really good combo moves. Does a lot of damage to a lot of things that don't resist it. Even still, if we can get a Swords Dance off, still does a lot of damage to a lot of things that even resist it. Protect keeps us alive a little bit longer. Yeah, it just comes out, just does stuff. Lots of good stuff. So that is where we are with this team right now. I'm feeling very happy with it. Not a lot has changed because our Series 10 teams did so well, but I feel like adding the Weezing and the Regigigas into this will definitely help us with those matchups where we want to shut off abilities. Obviously, anytime we can get away with shutting stuff off and hitting for crazy amounts of damage with Regigigas, we want to do that. There's Max Strike does a lot of damage, even to things that are resistant or have bulky defense. When we were testing, I battled against a Kangaskhan, and I one-shotted it with the Max Strike, which I was not expecting because Kangaskhan is a bit of a beefy Pokemon, but we still dropped it with one shot with the Max Strike. So I'm really excited for this going forward. Are we going to have the same amount of luck that we did going with the Series 10 team? Probably not, because there is going to be like some slight differentiating. There's going to be a lot more thought process going into what we fake out. Going to be a lot more thought process going into how we're going to play our Weezing. But I think as a whole, I'm feeling very strong about this team. Some other things that we want to work on is maybe a Sun team with Groudon, because he is legal in this format. And we're going to show you what the Series 11 battles entail right now. Alrighty, so Season 24 it takes place with Series 11 regulations. And what Series 11 regulations is, there's not too much difference between Series 11 and Series 10. The main thing is Dynamaxing is back on the table, but pretty much everything else stays the same. You can include one restricted Pokemon from the list below. If you guys are looking to get into competitive VGC and you want to mess around with something going on for this series, this is the list of Pokemon that you can use. You can only use one of these Pokemon in one of these specific Pokemon on your team. So you can't have a team with Mewtwo and Zacian, or you can't have a team with Solgaleo and Calyrex. So keep that in mind as you're going. It does not limit you to like any other legendaries. You could have a team that is Mewtwo, Tapu Koko, Regieleki, Entei, and Galarian Zapdos if you wanted to. So it just limits you to using, we like to call them the box legendaries, with the exception of like Mewtwo and Zygarde, who were not fortunate enough to get boxes. But they're like the core legendaries from the game, not the trios. Like the trios would include like Uxie, Azelf, Mesprit, Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, Suicune, Raikou, Entei, stuff like that. Though you can play one of each in there. You could have a team that is Raikou, Articuno, Rayquaza from this list, and then Regieleki and Cobalion and one other Pokemon if you wanted to. So, but these are the specific that you can only use one of in the game. So we are using a Zacian. One of the other things we want to mess around with is something with Groudon. So at some point we might switch over to a Groudon based team. Really cool stuff. I got a lot of stuff that I want to try in this series. So, but you know, hopefully the Regigigas team will be good. But just in case, we are working on a lot of other stuff. Mythical Pokemon are not permitted in battle. All other Pokemon from the Galar Dex, the Isle of Armor Dex, the Crown Tundra Dex, as well as certain other Pokemon as well, are going to be legal in this. Only Pokemon obtained in Pokemon Sword and Shield or with the Battle Ready symbol. There is a man in the battle tower before you enter. When you go and talk to them, he will make your Pokemon ready for battle. What that will do is it will change up their moveset, and they'll put a little symbol on them saying that they're ready for battle. So be very careful if you're using Pokemon that have moves from previous gens that are not in this gen. You will lose those moves. Pokemon will be allowed to Dynamax. This is the big difference from Series 11 to Series 10. All Pokemon set will be level 50, including those below level 50. If you have EV train something, stop it. But it's below level 50, it will automatically jump up to level 50 when you do this. Duplicate Pokemon are not allowed. Duplicate Helms are not allowed. I know a lot of people struggle with this when they go to the ranked, because you know a lot of us love using those multiple life orbs, multiple choice items, multiple leftovers. You know, especially for those of us who played on Smogon played using Smogon rules in previous iterations of competitive battle. But those are not to be allowed in this scene. Each battle will begin with a 90-second team preview phase. That will show you what Pokemon your opponent is using. Really let you try to set up some kind of strategy from that. 7 minutes in each battle. Players have the following time minutes: 7 minutes of your time, 45 seconds of move time, 20 minutes of game time. And good luck, everybody. So we're going to be starting our playthrough on this coming weekend, and hopefully we'll have the episodes up for you in the following week. So that is it. That is everything. I'm super excited for this, you guys. It's going to be weird Dynamaxing again after not having it for a whole season. But I still feel very confident in our team's capabilities and what we can do. I'm really looking forward to getting back on the Pokemon horse. We're going to start recording stuff this weekend, and we're hopefully going to be able to put up the first episode next week. And now what you're asking, Arrows, what if it takes you forever to make the next rank? Then I will cut if we're like 40 minutes in and we're not at the next rank, I will cut it there, because A, I'm probably getting frustrated, and B, you guys are probably getting tired of watching me lose. So that'll be the replay. Episodes will end when we hit the 40-minute mark if we haven't moved, or if we've gone up a rank, or if we can't find a fight, because that is something that does happen. But we're going to try really hard to make sure that doesn't happen this time, and give you guys some exciting, entertaining content. So definitely be on the lookout next week for episode 6 of Road to Masterball Season 2. I'm really excited for this, you guys. I want to make Masterball this time. I want to do it really quickly because I want to get a ranking, and a ranking that we can be proud of together. Will we use Regigigas throughout the whole thing? Who knows? Do we have other teams we want to experiment with? You bet. Are we excited? Hell yes. Will we do more viewer battles to test stuff? Potentially. And that you can catch on my Twitch at Arrows Gaming on Twitch TV. Same thing. Arrows Gaming across the board, 100%, you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourselves a great time, and good luck out there in the battles if you guys are battling as well.